Alrighty, YouTube, it's your boy Zxous, and we are back with what did you expect from Rebuke? I don't know. 777. We're doing the overload gear showcase. Now, obviously, the extra stats don't really matter. We're not looking at anything from this character when it comes to damage. Just having the overload gear stats, right? Obviously, as you guys can see, his Snow Crane is at 9.1 million HP. It's quite high, especially since she's giving an additional 8%, 8.6% max HP to herself, right? And then she's healing 1% of the capsule's final max HP. Like, what's 1.14? Let me just do the math real quick. Let me do the math real quick for you guys, right? What's 9,400,000? We're just gonna do that, right? That's okay, right? And then times it by 1.14 divided by 100. That is a 100,000 heal every basically 4 seconds. But what I actually care about realistically is this right here, right? The shield, 8% of the capsule's final max HP, right? That's pretty good, right? That's pretty good, because 8% of that, let me just do that math real quick. 8.2% of this max HP. It's going to be slightly higher than what I'm about to tell you guys, but she would be giving a like 750,000. It's going to be higher than that, but just roughly to give you guys an idea, when she puts this shield up every full burst animation, every full burst, she's going to be giving a 750,000 shield. Like, so that's going to be useful. We're going to take a look at her, try out in some content. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's go. All right, so we're going into here to the challenge mode, or what about the no limit mode? I don't think I can because I'm already in the challenge mode. We're going in here to the challenge mode of, Mother Whale shooting a Solar Museum. I have Nayuta on the team, and I have Snoker on the team. Now, the reason why I have Nayuta on the team is because Nayuta doesn't actually heal everybody. She just heals herself, and she splits HP amongst everybody. So I don't think that should really proc what's it called? Yeah, equal shared HP. I don't think that should proc the Snow Crane's effect, where when she gets healed, she like lowers her HP potency or her healing potency, whatever. Right here. Where is that? It's over here. Right here, right? When she gets recovered, I don't think it's gonna affect her because it's just being shared towards her. But we're gonna take a look. Obviously, I have Moran on the team for extra survivability, right? I think Moran being into the game is like makes Mother Whale a lot more easier because it's very hard for you to die with Mother Whale. It's just more so, I think Nayuta being on the team is gonna handle the AoE parts of it, and then again, the shield from Snow Crane is what's really gonna be like the final touch. But Moran and Nayuta, I think that's the combo that can actually handle Mother Whale on auto. Like, Mother Whale is so hard because you have to like actually like play and then do the stuff. If you're looking for an auto team, I think just based off of like what I know of the two characters, obviously, I think they might actually be able to get the job done, right? Obviously, we're not going to get a clear with this, but we're going to see how high of a score we can get with this, because this is a score based thing. It's not like a HP clear based thing, right? But I just don't see a world where we're struggling. I don't have Rouge on this team at all, because I purposely wanted to bring Moran's favorite item. But I just don't see a world where we're losing or dying at all or getting hurt or added with this team. And we can go into the no limit mode, because this is just the challenge mode, right? Even still, Mother Whale is still hard regardless, right? I'd still say Mother Whale is the hardest boss in the game. It's just more so, we'll see. We have her shield up. Okay, so Moran got hit, but Moran can't really die after a certain point, right? If we can get that burst skill up, right? And we got her shield up as well. Okay, I don't think Moran will actually die here, huh? Okay, Moran really is one of them characters, huh? Like, look at her. I wish we just had more of an okay, we good. We got boxed there. I wish we had more of an AoE character there, actually, because I didn't really do much for us there. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But the shield was helpful. Her healing, I feel like the healing there just gets overshadowed by Nayuta, right? I'm gonna actually quit this. I took a screenshot of the team there, so Rebuke, I'll fix it after. What does no limit mode do? Okay, so it lets you use their full thing. I want to use their full thing, not like capped at 400, right? Let me take off you, and I'll put in you, right? I know it seems crazy, but I think if I put in Snow White, we should be able to handle this a lot easier, right? These are obviously teams that I wouldn't recommend you guys using. It's just more so to test out the idea of Snow Crane, right? I'm not gonna build a viable team for a character that's not really viable. I think the only good thing that Snow Crane has going for her, if I'm being honest with you guys, I didn't even do my tier list for this month. I gotta do that. I'm sorry, y'all. The only thing that Snow Crane has going for her, in my honest opinion, is her shield. That's it. It's literally just her shield. After that, I just don't think she has much going for herself. I do want to see if she's getting procced by this this thing right here where she's losing HP potency. What's the skill called? Okay, I don't. Hypocrisy. Exclusive agreement. I don't see. Okay, so she has this up, right? Okay. Okay. All right, we should be good. Now we enter. Okay, Snow White. She's an AoE demon as well, right? I only have Cinderella on the team because she's type advantage, literally. And obviously we're not, again, she's not with Rouge, right? But the whole reason I don't have her with Rouge is because, like, I just think Moran is such a phenomenal burst 1. It's so funny to me. One of the worst PvE characters becomes literally, what? Top, like, people argue that Moran is the best burst 1 in the game, right? Like, how do you go from, that's why I need Crow of all characters. When Crow gets that type of buff, I need Crow to actually make some work. Because what are you telling me right now that Moran, one of the worst PvE characters ever, became one of the best characters ever, right? But again, the shield is useful. Again, I don't even know if it's really playing that much of a thing. I don't know if Snow Crane's really helping out that much, right? Again, her healing is getting completely overshadowed by Nayuta's. Not only that, the shield is great and all, but like, I think because we have 2 AoE characters on here, it just looks like she's on the team doing absolutely nothing because she's not doing damage, right? The shield is definitely helpful. I'm not going to sit there and act like the shield isn't helpful. The shield is obviously going to be helpful. It protects us. It protects us a boatload. And that's a very, very big shield she's giving. And if you take a look at your HP, like Cinderella's at 14 million HP. Snow Crane is at 10 million HP. Snow White is at 10 million HP. Nayuta also might be at 10 million or almost just 5,000 under 10 million. And Moran also 11 million HP. Like, we have so much HP here with shields and heals that it makes it viable. But it makes it runnable. Obviously, we're currently on step 4 for Mother Will, right? On the no limit mode, which is like great and all. But it's just like, I don't know, I personally just wouldn't use her. Now, if you guys are wondering, like, because I've seen on my initial video of her, they're like, oh, this mother said, oh, he's not gonna, I'm sorry, I'm a content creator. I don't know if you guys know this one, but I'm a content creator. I know I'm saying I might not summon on stuff, but I'm gonna summon on basically everything. I'll just make that disclaimer now. Any banner that comes out in this game, I'll probably summon just so that I have the character. Because let's say the next character drops, relies on this Snow Crane character. What do I look like not having her, right? And that's just me as a content creator. Now, if you're talking about the general base, you guys don't know if Snow Crane is going to become very relevant in the later or in the future or not. But it's not like it's a character that you can't get anytime, right? You can get her anytime. Anytime with the modes and wishes and stuff like that. That's why I tell you guys to skip. I don't tell you guys to use your currency on characters that you're not going to use unless maybe magically they get some type of crazy usage buff, like freaking heck, like Rouge. Rouge got the craziest buff of all time when Cinderella dropped, right? In terms of usage. But obviously this team has not fallen short whatsoever, right? I would like to believe the shield has kept us up. How much is the heal? I can't really tell, but I think she's healing 400,000, huh? I think she's healing 400,000, this Snow Crane. Is that what I just seen? It looked like she's healing 400,000 there. Right? But that's what we got. We got, Jesus. 7 billion here, 3.6 billion here. Not type advantage, by the way. She probably still did better than like anything Ein would have done. Right, and then obviously Nayuta, Moran. Even Moran, 1.1 billion is quite crazy. But she's type advantage here. Nayuta goes to show how strong she is. 1.5 billion and she's not even type advantage. Pretty good. And then obviously Snow Crane did absolutely, like, her healing I guess came into play. But even Moran, it says Moran and Nayuta were healing really not even Snow Crane. So I don't know. I don't feel like Snow Crane is completely useless, but I feel like she is. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like she's completely useless and she's not useless at the same time. Sorry, y'all. Let me just pull up this screenshot so I can fix this team. All right, I fixed everything for Rebuke, right? But yeah, I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about this Snow Crane character realistically, right? Because I don't want to sit there and say she's completely useless when she does have like a very nice effect. Can I try her out in Tribe Tower without another healer, basically? Is there a team you have ready for me here? No, you don't. Okay. I'm gonna go in here with this same team, just Snow Crane instead of Rapunzel. Right? Just Snow Crane instead of Rapunzel. And I want to see what this team can do for us. That's just it. I want to see. When we have no other healer on the team, we have another shielder being obviously, you know, Crown. But what does this character provide for us? Because her role on the team is to be a sustain, right? She's a healer and a shielder. What is her role enough? Is she filling her role enough? Right? When you have Crown on the team and you're forced to bring another burst 2 regardless, it does make it very hard to like have her be the sole sustain on your team, I feel like. But that's just my opinion. Right? Because like we have a shield up right now from Crown, but we also have a shield up, I guess, from Snow Crane. The healing she's doing is atrocious. She's doing 59,000. Is that what that is? 59,000 every 4 seconds? How is that gonna, what are these characters' HPs at? How is that gonna help us? When we're sitting at 5 million HP, how is that gonna help us? You get what I'm saying? She's doing no damage, sadly. But again, she's not meant to do damage. So I feel like it's just, she's useless, bro. This team basically got the clear without like needing her. She's not doing anything for us, y'all. We didn't take any damage, and it's not like she's giving us a shield to protect us all. We have a shield, right? From Crown. I think she's adding on to the shield, I'd like to believe. She look, literally, she did nothing there. 1 million damage is all she could muster up. I'm sorry. I have to say the character is useless. I have to. Because I'm going to do the same team. And I'm going to put in... Let's put in Neve. Let's put in Neve or Neve, whatever. Neve or Neve. I don't know if they pronounce her as Neve. I think it's Neve. Let's put her on and see if this, like, if we struggle. You get what I'm saying? Like, do we struggle no matter who this last character is, regardless? Right? Right, we're going. Obviously, she's not adding much to the end. Another, like, snow type character. You get what I'm saying? Like, Snow Crane isn't adding much value to the team. Because, like, I literally just switched Snow Crane with another completely useless character. And it looks like we're going to get the job done just fine. You see how that works? I literally just replaced Snow Crane with a completely useless character, and we still got the job done. So in these videos, we gotta make sure we're showing what we're actually trying to show here, right? I'm not gonna sit here and have Snow Crane on the team and we're getting a clear, and then you guys start thinking, oh well, clearly she has to be good if you're getting clears that high in tower. No. I promise you right now, Neve probably did more than Snow Crane. How much you wanna bet? 2 billion. 0, 2 million 0. She did more. The SR free-to-play SR character did more than Neve. Or more than the Snow Crane, bro. I've seen enough. I mean, oh, technically, no. She's not useless. I forgot. My fault. My apologies. Technically, she's not useless because Snow Crane's heal does work with Crown. So she wasn't useless there. I'm going to say that right now. She was not useless there because her healing did work with Crown, right? Royal Attire was up the entire time because of the healing. So I'll give her that. That's the only thing I'll give her. But again, Rapunzel's a better option. Senti's a better option. Helm is a better option. So many better options. So that's how I feel about Snow Crane, if I'm being honest with you guys, right? It's just how it is, bro. That's just generally, if I'm speaking the truth, that's just how I feel about Snow Crane. I just don't think she's that great. I think she looks cool. Great character design. Right, she's probably gonna be a character that never gets looked at after this update. She's gonna be the next Nero, right? And I love saying that because I'm sure you guys all forgot that this character exists, and this was a summonable, this was an event. This wasn't a character that came out, this is a character that came out with an event. I can guarantee you guys, a lot of you guys who watching this video made it this far, just remember this was a character in the game. Let me know. If you just remember that this is a character in the game, let me know. She doesn't get any skins. She doesn't get any buffs. She doesn't get any, she's not in any events. They never talk about her in any events. I think Nikke even forgot this character exists. And I think Snow Crane is gonna be that. I think that's exactly what Snow Crane is gonna be, the next Nero. But that's just my little opinion. You guys let me know what you think. It's your boy Zxous. I'm out. I love you guys.